Hello everyone. Say anything to anybody?
Hello.
Hello. So I went to have my coffee. I'm gonna just walk up here. It says land for sale. So I went to have my coffee, and I normally have this hotel. They make very weak coffee, so I have to have 3 of their cups. Their cups aren't that big. And after the 3rd cup, I start to feel the effects of the coffee. But after 2 cups this morning, I started to get nauseous. So I ran back to my room. The waiter, Roberto, he's like, you know, he knows my routine, so he sees me. He goes, What? You don't want another one? I said, no, I don't feel well, man. I gotta go. And so I went back and once again had to sit on the toilet. And then around 10 o'clock, it started pouring. Yeah, somebody lives here, I think. Yeah, we hear a dog. That's all I need to know. I don't know what land is for sale. Don't come down here, dog. I'll hit you with a rock. Yeah, he knows. I'll bean you right between the... No hesitation at all on my part with a person or an animal. Somebody threatens, you don't sit there saying, oh, I might hurt him. No, you try to hurt them. Put them out of commission. If you go that route. If you can't walk away. But once you flip the switch, flip it. Anyways, so it rained, it poured. And it rained several hours. I was able to get a little work done. But it just felt terrible, and I'm like, well, this is going to be a lost day. Because my friends, they want to come back tomorrow. And they have a car, so we're going to tour the area. Places that I haven't been able to go because I haven't found a vehicle, and I'm not going to walk, 15 miles in one direction. If I can get a bus and walk back, that's one thing. There we go. Yeah, I feel like garbage, man. But when the rain stopped, I was like, all right. So so I didn't have anything to drink, just water. Tried to keep drinking water. And I don't even remember, I got a very late start. So I debated, do I even eat today? So I went up to the Oxo and I got a coffee, a mocha. So it has a little bit of chocolate in it. And I figured if that's all I ate today, that would be fine. And then I started walking. And as I just started walking, I started getting a little bit of hunger. And I was like, well, if I can just have something small, just take the edge off. I didn't want to have anything real crappy like a chocolate bar or something like that, or a piece of bread. Well, so I walked for about an hour, and then I remembered that woman from where the dances were, and I had told her I would actually come back to try her food. And I said, well, I really don't want a lot of food today, so let me try her out. And if I don't like it, I can just leave it. Yeah, it could look like it's going to fall down. There'll still be people in there. Because there are people who have nothing. And living in a building that's falling down, it's better than living in a cardboard box. Especially out here, people out here. This is why I want to get an ATV, or what they call a quasi-moto. and just that can go up off the take these small paths. Bicycle, I know my limitations. I do not want to ride a bicycle in this terrain. So I stopped there. Very nice woman, and I told her, I said, listen, I don't want a lot of food. I said, I asked her if she could make like a torta, just a small little sandwich. She's like, no, I'll bring you the meal of the day. And she gave me the options. And I said to her, I said, hold on. So I just wanted, she had some soup. What was the soup? Oh yeah, not my favorite. It's like a pasta, an orange and a tomato sauce. Yeah, it's edible, but it's not enjoyable. But I ate it. And then she brings out this plate, and I took a photo of it. This plate, she threw on, because she likes me, she threw on, and she's trying to impress me because I'm a foreigner. Pretty flowers. I'll get closer. So she brings out this plate stuffed with food. She had asked me, do you want rice and noodles? And she goes, oh, my noodles are so, she goes, oh, they're so delicious because I use garlic and I said, all right, if you're recommending this, yep. So, very pretty flowers. Now, very interesting story. This goes to the waterfall, and I was going to come out this way, and on a video that I did, it shows the suspension bridge, and I mean, I'm like 100 kilos, man, so, I'm not a 50-pound, person. And I almost didn't cross that bridge because you can look at it and see. So it's a metal frame with wood planks, cross planks. So I walked like on the frame because there are still holes. I'll dig out the video and I'll put the link. And so I was talking to Fernando and I told him, I said, yeah, that bridge is closed now. All the planks are gone. They're all been busted through. I said, so there's no way you can go to the waterfall in this direction. There's a hydroelectric station there too, hydroelectric station. And he said to me, he goes, yeah, somebody was killed there last year. They fell through. I said, well, it was inevitable. It's going to happen. Yeah, this is I like this square right here. Hola. Yeah, he's vaping. Very sweet, whatever he's, some sort of fruit, like a strawberry. So she brings out this huge plate of food, and of course you're gonna say thank you very much. And now I felt like kind of obligated to try to eat it. But as I'm eating, my stomach is like, I'm like, is it going to reject the food? Am I going to be running for the toilet? The nice thing she did, she brought out probably a liter of the Agua de Limon, which is lemon, like lime water. And so I drank all of that. More flowers here. Really pretty. Even makes a shack look nice. Sort of. See, this camera. terrible, but these flowers are gorgeous. Come on. There we go. Look how pretty that is. Yeah, see, these things add to quality of life. Just these little simple things. You'll be in something will happen, you'll be ready, like, and you'll look at that and you get a nice breeze or sunshine. And all of a sudden it's like, hey. So I just took it very slowly as I ate. And it was like a pork chop of some sort. So I ate, it's a very thin pork chop. So I ate the pork chop and I ate her pasta. I ate the cucumbers and the tomatoes, and then she also added these chilaquiles. That's what I think they're called, and it's just this layered tortilla with tomato sauce. I hate them. Absolutely hate them. And she put like a quarter of the plate with those things. So she came out and said, "How is it? How is it?" And I was like, "Oh wow, it's so delicious." I said, "You added more food than I thought." Just trying to add a compliment. She's like, "Oh yeah, I added some of the chilaquiles. They're my favorite." I said, "Yeah, I tried it. They're very spicy." She's like, "Oh, they're not that bad." Yeah. See, that's a relative term. For them, it's not spicy at all. For me, it had a little bit of fire. So I only ate about half of those. I ate as much as I could. And I literally was gonna pop. So I've been walking for about 90 minutes, maybe longer, because if I go back and I sit down with this feeling, then it's going to be a repeat of last night and this morning, and I don't want that. Ate way too much. And that happens sometimes, where some days, I just don't feel like eating, so I try not to. Or if I do have a little bit of hunger, I'll eat a little bit. The only reason I ate as much as I did is I didn't want to offend this woman, which I shouldn't really even care about that, but, And it was 70 pesos. That seems to be the going rate for the meal of the day around here, 70 pesos. And then she brings out a dessert, and I'm like, "Oh, no, I don't need this." But she had already opened it and put it on the plate, and it was like a vanilla tapioca pudding type thing. And it was tiny. So, and it was also a store made, it wasn't fresh made. And so, so it was not very good. It actually tasted industrial, when they're in the packages. So I just ate the damn thing and now I'm walking, just try to get this food digested. But what I was saying before, when I was going through that little village, I went 10 or 12 miles, not exactly a long way. There were a little bit of hills, but not like the hills that I was doing out on some of those waterfalls. Yeah, that's an interesting house right down there, all the way down. I don't know if that's coming out. Yeah, this started the other night. I was out for a walk. Hey, look at these beautiful flowers. Look at that. Purple, pink, yellow. Somebody's doing some street art. Yeah, just gotta get through it. So yesterday, so today I'm just trying to just get my steps. I try to do, just walk as far as I can. But at this point, I'm ready to call it a day. And today, hola, buena. I'm trying to take pictures of all. It's amazing, these are all over Mexico, the VW bugs and things like them. But this is the type of vehicle I want to get for. Hola. I want to get for Mexico right here. The bugs. And you can turn it into a camper, and they're fairly easy to maintain. And I don't know, I talked to Tilo about this. He said that all the used car prices since the pandemic have like doubled or tripled. I don't know if that's true now. But when it's not raining, I like to move and walk as long as I can. Because with the rainy season, you just never know when it's going to be washed out. But I've been fortunate. Come on, phone. Show those flowers. Look how pretty they are. Beautiful red. Yeah. Okay. It's about 5 minutes before 7. And which way am we gonna go? Am I gonna go this way? No, I think I'll go this way today. Nice and quiet on the street. Oh, fantastic grass is. See, that's what you'll find in Mexico, like right in that corner. That guy really did a nice job with his shop there with all the different wines. The one he gave me was supposedly raspberry or blackberry. And it tasted like a schnapps, but it had this aftertaste to it that almost tasted like a Fig Newton. You know how a Fig Newton has that taste afterwards? Se vende. Yeah, I personally, if I was going to live here, I'd live up in the hills, not in the city. Yeah, this comes out to, I call it Porter Square. It's not, it's Portello, I think. And I've been meaning to go back and visit that guy who offered me the wine. I just haven't had time. All right. Yep. Around 6:30 is when the birds get together and talk about their day. They're up in the tree. Yeah, I love these birds. They're so funny. But they'll only do that for a couple hours, an hour maybe, no more than 2, and then they go to sleep or they move on. Hola. Buenas tardes. So this is out to one of the main drags now.